Hey guys, Micah from blackbearcustomkydex. I've got a really quick video to show you today. This is on an ESEE-6 sheath that I've just finished. And if you guys are feeling like you might have a little deja vu, you probably do not. I have done this exact same sheath setup several times recently. And it's just because people keep requesting the same sheath for the same knife. Why that's happening, I think typically because when I post a video on YouTube, I'll put tags on it on the back end, something like ESEE-6, ESEE-6 Kydex, ESEE-6 custom sheath, etc., etc. And so people who have an ESEE-6 and might be in the market for a sheath for it, search YouTube with some of those terms, and then they'll come up with my video in their search results, and you can see where the wheel just keeps turning and going that same way. So I'll put it out there. Obviously, those of you who are familiar with custom Kydex and how it all works, you already know this, but for those of you who are kind of new to it, if you have a different knife but you want this kind of sheath setup, I can do that for you. Just reach out, let me know, and we'll get you squared away. But yeah, for whatever reason, it just seems to keep coming up for the ESEE-6. But this is one of my favorite knives. I love making sheaths for it, and I love this particular sheath build. It's really fun for me to make, so it's just been kind of fun to ride the wave, and hopefully it'll keep going. But giving you a quick rundown, this is what you call a taco style sheath, which means it's one piece. It's folded over the spine. The other alternative is a pancake style sheath, which would be a piece of Kydex here and a piece of Kydex here, sandwiching the knife. You'd have eyelets down both sides. I just don't have one on the desk to show you at this moment, so unfortunately I can't give you a good example right this second. But I'm sure plenty of you have seen both style sheaths. So, all right. That's that taco style sheath. It has leather bonded over Kydex. So it is a Kydex sheath, but there's leather wrap on the outside. This one has burgundy and black, meaning it's burgundy as the base color with fade to black around the edges in a what we'd call a starburst fade or black cherry or whatever you want to call it. As for carry setups, you have a tech lock, a dangler, and a pivot plate. This combo is actually super versatile, and I'm going to show you all the things that it can do real quick. So obviously you can carry it as a dangler. What I would recommend is that you just thread your belt through it one time, and then the dangler is never going to have to leave your belt until you wash your pants, obviously. But your dangler can stay on your belt. When you want to downgrade your sheath and just have it sitting down, not have it on your hip, or when you want to switch to a different carry position, all you have to do is open up that tech lock, and you can see the dangler falls right out. Now, the tech lock will work obviously as it is in a horizontal position, and if you don't have the pivot plate, this is the position it's going to be in when you take that clasp dangler out. That's okay, it's great, and you can use a Phillips head screwdriver to adjust the angle. You can switch your tech lock for a canted, you get a couple canted options, or vertical. So there's four primary carry positions you typically see a tech lock in, but yeah, you can do all that stuff. However, with the pivot plate, you don't need that Phillips head screwdriver. You can just rotate the tech lock with your hand. It is stiff, it's hard to do, and that's how I like it because it means that it's not going to switch positions on you accidentally. However, if it's too much or too little, you can just loosen or tighten the screws here. You can even tighten them down to the point where it's basically impossible to move it with the hand. So you've got a lot of options there. It's a really cool thing. You can also take the tech lock off altogether, turn it 90 degrees, and remount it to the plate to get the next 90-degree window of options. So you've got 360 degrees. You just have to take them 90 degrees at a time, essentially. And for those of you who are curious, this is what the tech lock swivel plate looks like. I basically vacuum form a batch of these at a time, and then I'll mill the slots in them, and then I'll cut them into a shape, and when it's time to use it for a sheath, I'll take one out of my pile of them and I'll figure out where the eyelet's got to be and all that. So that's how it kind of starts, right like this. All right, two really quick items of business. The first is the camera. So let me know, I've just reconfigured my bench. I've rebuilt my camera harness, a whole bunch of new stuff here. And it's in a slightly different position. So let me know, is the view okay? Is this too much? Is it zoomed out too far? Or is it too close or whatever? Let me know your opinions. Is my voice loud enough? Can you hear everything okay? And is the lighting okay? Those are my primary concerns. I want the videos to be enjoyable for you visually. I'm not much of a filmmaker in any sense of the word, so I know it's not going to be like professional quality videos, but I want to make sure that it's at least enjoyable and quality enough. So can you see everything okay? Am I doing all right with that stuff? Second item of business is the clasp dangler. Now this is an invention of mine. Most of you guys know this already. I came up with this years ago now, a couple years anyway, probably 2.5 years. And maybe 6 to 9 months ago, maybe even 12 months ago, I started seeing another maker full on plagiarizing this idea. In general, in this community of Kydex makers, we all kind of share ideas with one another for the most part. Not necessarily everything. We like to keep our secrets too. But a lot of people have reached out to me and said, hey, this is a cool idea. Can I use it? I've never told anybody no. I don't mind other people using my ideas. I don't care if they ask me first. I don't care if they give me credit. What I do care about is when somebody steals an idea and then renames it their own thing so that nobody knows they're stealing, and then have prominent YouTubers out there touting their stuff about like it's their invention. And you know, it really rubs me the wrong way. It leaves a sour aftertaste, and I'm not very pleased with it. I'm not okay with it. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. But I want to make sure in every video that I show this off that I let you know that this is something I came up with. If you see another maker using it and they don't have a name for it, or you know, they might even give me credit, whatever, it's probably because they have my blessing, if not my instruction on how to do it. I don't mind other people using my stuff. That doesn't bother me one iota. If you see somebody using this and it's got its own unique name that's not clasp dangler, chances are pretty good that they're just straight up pirating, plagiarizing, and trying to hide the fact that they are just too weak to come up with their own original ideas. And I make no bones about calling that out. That really irritates me. It's not cool. So we're going to leave it there, guys. But if you have any thoughts on that, feel free to comment down below. Let's leave names out of it. I try not to put everybody on blast. I don't want the guy's business to fail. If you guys order from him, I don't want you to stop ordering from him. I just want this one issue resolved. That's it. And yeah, that's all I got to say on it. So, all right, guys, let me know what you think of ESEE knives. Let me know what you think of this setup. Let me know what you think of the clasp dangler, the pivot plate, and the camera angle and all that good stuff as well. So, all right, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you like the channel, subscribe. Hit that bell to get notifications when I upload new videos. And, of course, comment and share this with all your friends. Stick around for the next video. God bless.